all my friends and fellow vintage and antique lovers. I've had an amazing weekend as far as finding amazing objects goes. I went to a couple of estate sales. I actually went to one twice, but I was so very lucky. I found some amazing pieces, and I'm so happy to share this haul with you. The first thing I would like to talk about are these gloves. These were made by Grando. They were in their original packaging, and it's just a bag that says Luxury Gloves by Grando. I did a little bit of research, and I found out that these gloves, Grando, the company, has been in production since the 1800s, and they actually are still making gloves today. I believe these are probably from the 50s. They're definitely formal evening gloves. I had to try them on, of course, but they measured about halfway up my forearm. They weren't over my elbow, but regardless, I think that they're definitely not daily gloves. I was very excited to find them because Daniel at Tacky is Me, in case you don't follow him, and I hope everyone does. He's been talking about not only bringing back the brooch, but bringing back evening gloves. And I love that idea. These aren't picking up very well, but they're very light pink color. And as you can see, they have this beautiful floral embroidery. They're very soft. They're luxurious. That's all there is to it. I absolutely love them, and I loved that they were still in their original packaging. Just kind of made it more fun. I also picked up some jewelry, and the first piece I want to talk about are these gold tone and enamel clip-on earrings. These are made by Monet. I haven't dated them yet, but they do have, the clip back. I cannot talk today. Closure that Monet patented for themselves. So these are very classic Monet in style, and the enamel is great. There's none of it wearing off, and I've heard and I've read in magazines that enamel is definitely coming back, or it is back now. So I was very happy to find those. I also found these really pretty gold tone Sarah Coventry clip-ons. Trying to get a good shot here. As you know, or if you know a lot about costume jewelry, you'll know that Sarah Coventry is very sought after. They just made beautiful costume jewelry, and the detailing and the work that went into them is just incredible. So when I saw these, I had to pick them up, and I also love the flower, the daisy that's in here. I believe these are probably from the 60s, but I could be wrong. I'm not quite sure about that yet. I also picked up these gold tone and pearl earrings. These are made by Coro, which also did an amazing job with their costume jewelry. I have not dated these yet either, but I thought they were absolutely stunning. I do know that some Coro jewelry does go for quite a bit. I've even seen $300 earrings listed. So I'm not quite sure if these are that rare. Probably not, but they were definitely worth picking up. I probably would have picked them up whether or not they were Coro, but that was definitely a plus. I also picked up this brooch. And speaking of brooches coming back, I actually read in Vogue, I think maybe Vanity Fair, that they really are trending. So now is the time to pick up brooches. They're, not that hard to find if you go to antique shops or garage sales or estate sales or thrift stores. But I fell in love with this. I just thought the detailing was so pretty. The flower is what is called an angel's trumpet. And I believe these are probably from the 40s. They definitely kind of symbolize the horn of plenty and the cornucopia, that happened after World War II ended. So that's how I'm dating them. I could be completely wrong, but there is no marking on the back, so this is definitely going to require some further research. It looks brand new. Again, the quality of costume jewelry in the past was just amazing. I also found these earrings, and these are the paddleback earrings that were, you know, of course, very popular before different clip-on styles happened. And I believe these could be from the 1920s based on a little bit of digging I did. I'm not sure on that. I could be very off. They could be replicas. I don't really know. But these crystals pick up the light. They are so beautiful. And I definitely can tell they're aged. You know, naturally, these are not new. You know, they're not copies. So whatever decade they came from, they're the real deal. I fell in love with those when I saw them. I also picked up this bracelet. This pretty bracelet has a rose and flower motif on it. I believe it's Bakelite, pretty sure. And when I saw that, I had to pick it up as well. I love the color and the flowers. I also found this really cool, very cool necklace. This is white enamel and gold tone, and there's a bird in here. Pretty sure it's a peacock. I mean, it has to be a peacock, I think. It's in great shape. There is a little bit of enameling that has worn off, really just kind of in this area. Probably normal just to, you know, due to whoever owned it having worn it several times. I mean, I would wear it now, whether or not it was in style. I just think it's very, very pretty. I also picked up this picture. I believe this picture is from the 1920s to the 1940s based on the Japan mark here. I don't think it was earlier than then, and I definitely know it's not post-World War II. There is some crazing in here, but other than that, it's in great shape. And as I've said before in my videos, I love crazing. I don't have a problem with it. I know some people do, but I am not one of those people. The colors are so pretty. I just thought this was awesome. I do not know if this is a lead glazing, so I would definitely not drink anything out of this. Personally, I would use it as a base. There's that. I also picked up this Trinket Box. I'm not sure if it's picking up. I think it is. You know, it's red, very Japanese in design. It's in great shape. It does say made in Japan here on the bottom. You know, I see these quite often, and I usually grab them when I can, but I have not seen any with this abalone shell. So I thought that was really cool. And I thought the art was awesome. Just a really cool trinket dish you could use for anything, really. Okay. I also picked up these three pieces of Capodimonte. If you don't know much about it, these are porcelain pieces. They're from Italy, and they're very delicate, and they're quite valuable. I believe this is probably a vanity set. I'm not sure about that. They are in excellent condition. Just absolutely beautiful. I'm trying to zoom in as much as I can so you can check it all out. I did not find any chips or cracks in any of these three pieces. I did also notice it looks like the top is meant to come off. So I don't know, maybe a candle was in here. I don't think so. Maybe it was used for perfume. I'm not 100% sure about that, but both tops do come out. I mean, how pretty is that? I would not recommend using candles, porcelain pieces, especially with Capodimonte, just because it is so fragile. It is marked on the bottom. I believe it was on this piece. Yeah, it's I Gottinger and Company. And if you're not familiar with them, they are quite famous for their porcelain and china pieces. And this is definitely just stunning. I'm trying to think of a better word than stunning. I seem to use that a lot. But the amount of detail and work that went into these 3 pieces just blows my mind, to be honest with you. I also picked up this figurine. She is Napco, and as you can see, she's playing maybe a lute or a mandolin. I'm not quite sure. I'm not privy to all the different Japanese musical instruments, but I fell in love with her. I love her face. Look at her eyes. And I love her hair. I love how it wraps around back here. I did notice when I got home that it looks like she's been repaired. I mean, she has been repaired. You can see by the glue residue. That's fine. Actually, when I picked her up, I told myself that she was staying with me. She will be part of my personal collection. I just love her. She's so pretty. I also found this. This is Lefton, and this is just, you know, a mistletoe Christmas bowl or dish, probably for candy maybe during the holiday season. But it's an excellent, I don't want to say like new because it's so vintage, but it is. It still has the tag on it. The detailing is just fantastic. I normally don't buy Christmas items until closer to Christmas, but I couldn't pass this up. And Jen K and Gina from Vintage Digs were planning on doing a July and Christmas sale. So I will definitely offer this piece then. But if you're interested in it before our sale, reach out. I'm happy to work something out with you. I also found another piece of Carnival glass. Now this is just so cool. I love the smoky iridescent coloring, you know, around it. I loved the ruffles. Just so pretty. And this is the sawtooth pattern in here. From what I can tell, these were probably from the 70s, which is fine with me. I think it's lovely no matter what. I think I said in my prior video that Carnival glass really became trendy again in the 70s. So I believe that's when this bowl was manufactured. But it has, as you can see, grapes. It has some cherries, and I believe pears or figs. Just love it. It's the first time I'd seen Carnival glass in that exact color, so I'm not sure if it's common or not. I just don't think this bowl is very old. I mean, 1970s is old, but you know what I mean. This isn't from earlier, I do not believe. The last thing, oh, I'm sorry, there's 2 more. I also picked up these 2 figurines. These are musicians, and they also have such great detailing. They are marked on the bottom, R.O. Korea. It's dated 1985, but from the research I've done, you know, this was before the Korea split, so this is pre-1945, I believe. Feel free to comment and correct me or send me a message on Instagram if I'm wrong in that, but I think that's probably right. This one is not marked, but obviously they are meant to be together. It probably was, and it just rubbed off. I just thought these guys were too cool. The last thing I got was another piece of Capodimonte. This is just a beautiful figure. It's rose, and typical with some Capodimonte, there's some jingling inside. That, from what I understand, is normal. It's just part of the firing process that happens when you make Capodimonte. Some pieces can get kind of trapped in there. And the reason why I'm saying that is normal is I did not see any chips or cracks anywhere on this piece. It's not picking up, but it's a very, very pale pink. Kind of like the color of the gloves. Maybe you can see if I do that. You know, normally I use lace or some other kind of backdrop, but because I got so many Asian pieces, I decided to use one of my my geisha blankets. But here you go. This is everything I found today. And I hope you've enjoyed my video. As I know you've heard many times, the algorithms really do matter. So if you can, please like and tell your friends to subscribe and comment. And definitely, as I keep saying, reach out to me if there's something that you're interested in. I do plan on working on Etsy some more this week. I don't think I've explained fully in detail, but I have some items that are not vintage. And they're collectibles, and I need to get those all listed on eBay, or at least I wanted to before I started, fully posting on Etsy. So that's kind of why there's a delay. That will be happening. I also will have my own office one day this week. I'm hopefully going to get started on that later on today or tonight. But I just wanted to get this short video out, again, to say thanks to everyone for their support and to show you Shinies. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great rest of your day.